Good evening to each and every one of you, wherever you're joining us from tonight. Good folks, let's fight. We're happy and delighted that all of you are here with us, folks. Put on your gloves. Let's fight. We got a lot of things to discuss this evening, good folks. Good to have all of you here on the live with us tonight. Share that live as we come in. Smash that emoji button as well, good folks. And partner with us too, so we can keep on keeping up. We know some of y'all are getting very complacent, very. Y'all come in, you see we outside the studio, like turn up, and the internet unplugged. You understand why, folks? Don't ask the question. Don't ask the question. Good to have all of you on the live. Wherever you're joining us from, you're at home here in the diaspora, where we are broadcasting from Guyana, national capital city. You're joining us from somewhere, folks. Somewhere out there, somewhere in Region 11. We are happy and delighted to have all of you here with us. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear, folks. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. And who we have with us tonight? Beverly Moore King is here. Patricia Sand is here. Cheryl is here as well. And Lynette Daw. Lynette, good to have you here. Great to have you here, as a matter of fact. Good to have you, Lyndon Gale. Who else do we have with us tonight? Good folks, share that live. Smash that emoji button. Chandel Moses, we see you there. Is it you? Is it you, Michelle Cox, Angeli Abrams, and all the other beautiful, wonderful folks who are joining us tonight? We are simply, folks, delighted. We are simply delighted, each and every one of you here with us. Good, folks. We're going to ring the bell one time for you all. One time. Good to have each and every one of you here, folks. Share that live, man. Smash that emoji button, man, folks. Partner with us as well, folks, as we continue to bring you valid, credible information. And good to have all of you here on the live with us, folks. We see that we got Leon Logan, Mario Bella, Norma Jones, Andy Williams, Gavin Holder, Michelle Mitchell, Volme Wilson, Debbie Collins. Thank you, Technician Collins, on the job tonight for us. Great to have each and every one of you. Andy Williams, Sardia, Yvette, Donna, Dolly Anderson, Karen Giddens, Pamela, Siobhan, Wilma Grant. Good to have each and every one of you folks on the live. Good to have all of you on the live. Bring it back for us, folks. Bring it back. Whole big team flew out today, folks. They're heading to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Them boys, no agendas yet, but they're gone out to meeting. Yeah, but some of them, you know. We're going to hear about some of them. It's great to have each and every one of you on the live. It's absolute madness, folks. Absolute madness. Good to have you, folks. Ring the bell one time for y'all. Share. I'm about to bring in all your stress. Folks, I'm going to give you a different view of things. Bring in all your stress. We know the old story. Wherever you're joining us from tonight, we're happy that you wonderful folks are here with us. Yeah, we gave us some of them. Chandel Moses, Leon Logan, Sardia, Chandel, Dolly, Rastaman, Donna Daly. Good to have each and every one of you on the live, folks. Great to have you folks on the live tonight. Enid Miggins, Joy Lincoln, Osman. Good to have you too. Unity Lies is here. Mary Mercer is here. Leon Blair is here as well. Good to have you folks on the live with us. Trust that you guys have had a great day. Whatever you guys were up to today, when at school, you went to work, you earned the money, folks, for the man. We trust that the day went well. Folks, the night is upon us. Patricia Fraser is here. Victoria, good to have you. Happy birthday, Debbie. Desiree Liverpool. Almost forgot Desiree. Happy birthday, Desiree Liverpool. And Desiree said to us, let me see if I remember. Let me see if I remembered correctly. Desiree said to us that she's turning, let me just make sure I get it right, folks, because sometimes you always get it, Basta. 75. She turned 75 yesterday. So happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday, Desiree. Yeah, we were off last evening. We had a marathon meeting yesterday. Folks, Desiree Liverpool turned 75 years old. She ain't look it, folks. Yvette Leonard, she ain't look it. Desiree got a turn of flesh. Desiree got a turn. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She ain't look it. Happy belated birthday, Desiree. Good to have so many of you on the live, folks. Share that live. smash that emoji button. Folks, we bring it in from on Mandel Avenue. Come on the Jumping Bird side. You know, they just opened the new stretch there, folks. And that's where we begin the program from tonight. Take a look, folks, at some of what's happening outside our windows here. Look what's happening outside our windows. We on about the, what floor is this? We on the 20th, 25th floor. This is Georgetown, folks. As we're pushing into the suburbs, this is the Jumbie Bird Circle that leads onto that new East Bank extension there. That new East Bank extension. And good to see so many of you on the live tonight. Good, folks. That's our city. That's our city. Yep. A lot of politics right there. A lot of politics right there. Share the live, the man. Smash the emoji button. Who no? Who no? That's the city for you. Do let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. That's the city for you. Who no, folks. Bringing it back, folks. That's how we start the program tonight, giving you a view of things from our end. A view from things from our end. You know, just like that, you can see blackout. Don't come wrong with funny. Just like that, things will go dark. Just like that. I want to thank the guys for getting this shot crisp for us. Crisp. Valid, credible information. We promise you all that. Huh? Well, we delivering. Good to see each and every one of you on the live, folks. Respect and manners. Folks, we got the opener. Big meeting coming up. Big meeting coming up tomorrow. And folks, those of you who watched our program this morning knew that we sat down with Amanda Walton is here on the sidelines of Monday's sitting of the National Assembly, and we talked to her about this meeting. That's the opener tonight, folks. That is the opener. Share the live, smash that emoji button, folks, and partner with us as well. You know what? Partner with us first before we share the live, before we head to Amanda. So partner with us, and here's how you can do so.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in the ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
Yep. That's how we keep going, folks. Show after show, day after day, week after week, month after month. 3 years we're out here, folks. Valid, credible information. We're happy to have all of you folks with us. The opener, folks. As I said, Amanda Walton is here and I talking about this meeting tomorrow. Take a look. Take a listen.
Yep, and that's why this meeting coming up on Thursday is so important. Your Foreign Affairs Minister shadowing that portfolio. What are your thoughts? A lot of moving parts, a lot of folks. What are your thoughts as Guyana goes into this meeting in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Thursday?
Well, I believe that the leader of the opposition would have set out in large part our view on this issue. I believe that he was very clear, and I agree that there ought to have been more technical level consultations before this ultimate summit. The people of Guyana are not in possession of information as to whether the groundwork for this has been laid properly. And so we're very cognizant of the concerns that a number of our constituents are echoing in terms of why are we meeting, etc. And I think we have made it very, very clear, that the discussion on the issue of the border controversy is off of the table. The Parliament has made that very clear, and so the government does not have a mandate to put that on the table in any event. And so I hope that is stuck to very rigorously and religiously I think it is important that consultation with the opposition be meaningful and not just advise us when the boat has already gone afoul. So you can't notify us of a fait accompli and deem that consultation. These are concerns that the leader of the opposition raised, but we are also acutely aware that Guyanese are nervous, Guyanese are worried. We are interacting with mothers who have sons in our defense force, and so their overarching concern is how do we preserve the peace so that I don't have to lose my son possibly, or my son or daughter that's in the armed forces is in jeopardy. And I think for us that is the prevailing cry. My personal view is that I would have liked to have seen some acts of good faith by the Barrow administration before this summit. It appears as though they are proceeding with their aggressive domestic agenda. I think today there was a commission meeting on the ordinary law, and so it seems as though they are not making any deliberate effort to de-escalate the situation. And so I thought that it would have been important, and again, this is my own view, that there would be some prior acts of good faith that would encourage us that there is likely to be at least a de-escalation in the current tensions. But the meeting is on. As for us, we hope and pray for a favorable outcome, because we, beyond the welfare of the people of Guyana, which is our paramount concern, it is important that this region remain a zone of peace. We will need every ounce of our resolve to get through this. We will need really to have a spirit of togetherness to get through this. And what I saw in the National Assembly, particularly from Priya Chan, suggests that this government has not fully understood that this is not playtime. This is not time for grandstanding.
Yeah. There you have it, folks. The Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Amanzo Walton, is here talking to us about this impending meeting tomorrow. They ain't got no agenda. I mean, we have one that's very, very opaque. Not clear at all. We're heading to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We hear they got like a 200-strong delegation. They want to convince us that their budget spent on traveling the last couple months, couple of years is under 60 million. You always go with large contingents anywhere they go, folks. Yeah, big meeting tomorrow, folks. We watch it with bated breath. Like you folks, we watching what's going on that side of the Atlantic, folks, or that side of the Caribbean Sea, rather. But before we circle back to some of what we know tonight on that meeting coming out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in Kingston, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, folks, we continue to mourn as a nation. We lost 5 of our bravest, our heroes, folks. And they're telling us today, folks, 3 of them were severely burnt. We being made to understand that these bodies were burnt beyond recognition. That's some of the back channels that we have on this. Bodies were burnt beyond recognition. And we're so thankful for those 2 lives that were spared, but they're telling us even one of those lives, one of those soldiers, badly burnt himself. They're also telling us that the GDF, 2 others died from multiple injuries. 3 bodies badly burned. And 2 of the 5 who we lost, sadly, died from multiple injuries, according to postmortem examination. Good folks. According to postmortem examination. So we're following this, getting bits and pieces out of it. But as we know more, Guyanese visitors everywhere, you will know more. Also, our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to these families. Continue to go out to these families. And we lay to rest today the pilot of that aircraft, that helicopter. I should say pilot, because there's some back channels too that says that Captain Michael Charles wasn't the person piloting the aircraft at that time. So let me just say pilot Michael Charles, he was laid to rest today and deemed to be a pilot extraordinaire and a legend. Pilot extraordinaire. Folks, none of us immune to death, you know. None. Most of you know that I would have went off to Region 1 about 2 weeks ago to bring you guys credible and valid information, what was happening down there at our borders at Imbatero and Yarakita. And as I got in the airport there in Mabaruma, I met with my colleague, Member of Parliament, Ronald Cox. And there was Captain Pilot, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Charles on the airship. He had just flown in, President Irfan Ali, who was at that time having breakfast with the soldiers. And in his usual characteristic self, he has his camera strapped around his neck. And Member of Parliament, Ronald Cox, took me over to introduce me to the famed, the legendary, the pilot extraordinaire, Mike Charles. And for the life of me, in retrospect, I can't remember what we small talked about that morning. Little did we know 1 week later. Little did we know, folks. I could still see him, beautiful smile. We chatted about something or the other. And then Ronald and I headed off to our assignment. And Ronald was regaling me of some of the tales of this pilot extraordinaire who knew this country. You know, like so many of us might never know this country, and photographed lots of it. What good? Lieutenant Colonel Michael Charles. What good? What good? We lost a good guy here. A real good guy. You know, the poet says, never seek to know for whom the bell tolls. Put down, John. You must read some poetry, no man. Shucks. Some good books, listen to some good music. Never seek to know for whom the... I'm getting old and scratchy. Never seek to know for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. It tolls for thee. That is John Donne. Yeah. Iconic poet. You see. When we think about that, we never think about us. Folks, one day the bell going to toll for me, and another Rasta must take my place. Keep fighting these jagabats and trench crapos. But I'm confident. I'm confident, folks, as a person of faith, as a believer, to be absent from the body, to be present with the Lord, fighting them from the other side. Farewell, Captain Mike Charles. Farewell. Yep. Following thoughts and prayers with his family, we can continue to follow these issues, folks. That Maduro Ali no agenda meeting, folks, as I said, huge, humongous contingent underway, folks, to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Huge delegation. We happy for them. We happy for them, you know, as part of the Alliance for Change. That's my party choice. I love me some a Partnership for National Unity. Love me some PNCR, People's National Congress Reform. Love the Alliance for Change even more. We said with this sparse to non-existent agenda, don't do it. Don't do it. Just yesterday, we saw President Irfan Ali writing to the Vincent and the Grenadines, saying, Ralph, this man think we coming to discuss Essequibo. But that's not so. That is not so. I didn't see a response from Ralph. Anybody saw one? Didn't see a response from Ralph. Folks, anybody saw one? Did you guys see a response from Ralph Gonzalez and that. Why I feel like Ralph leading Irfan down somewhere? Why do I feel so? You know, Irfan big, but big, and I'm still very concerned with a lot of our Caribbean leaders who could only say, oh, CARICOM supports Guyana's cause. I want some leaders with testicular fortitude, like the leader we have in, the opposition leader we have in St. Lucia. I want some politicians like that, with testicular fortitude. You got to stand for something in this region. And CARICOM has devolved too much into cliquism, schism, gangs, sections. Too much. So me can't say, I stand with you, Guyana. My brother, I stand with you all. We're standing on the 1899 Arbitral Award. We're standing on the 1966 Geneva Convention. Can't say that. Worse yet, Dr. Keith Rowley, there in Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, we CARICOM. Folks, listen to the leader of the opposition, Alan Chastanet, there in St. Lucia. He got the things Caribbean leaders should be made of, the testicular fortitude. Take a look, folks. Take a listen to what he said recently.
Is an embarrassment. It's a simple statement. Very, very, very simple statement. Venezuela is wrong. There's an ongoing court case. You cannot all of a sudden unilaterally decide that you're going to take over a piece of land while you're still in court. And this government wants to say, well, Maduro's my friend. My friend? I'd have thought when the government of St. Lucia went down to Venezuela a couple of weeks ago, they actually would have gone by boat and brought food with them to help out the people in Venezuela. Venezuela is a disaster when it comes to its economy. It is a complete failed state. And then for leaders of CARICOM to say they're going to have a meeting, I agree with Sonny Ramphal. A meeting to discuss what? It's in court. All Venezuela has to be told is that you need to cease and desist what you're doing because it's disrupting and jeopardizing a zone of peace in our region. And it's undermining the rule of law. And all we want to know is that both sides are prepared to accept whatever the outcome of the courts are. It's an embarrassment. It's a simple statement. Very, very, very.
Cease and desist, folks. Apologies there. Cease and desist. Alan Chastanet says, cease and desist. That's all you need to say. We ain't bobbing and weaving. We ain't dilly-dallying. We ain't shilly-shallying. Please and thank you. Debbie, think you understand that, Collins? Sparkle Gonzalez? Ali big. Mia Motley, big. And also, Dr. Kitchell, big. But some of you only get age, you know. Some of us only got age. Hear the clarity with which Alan Chastanet spoke on this issue. Hear the clarity.
Is an embarrassment. It's a simple statement. Very, very, very simple statement. Venezuela is wrong. There's an ongoing court case. You cannot all of a sudden unilaterally decide that you're going to take over a piece of land while you're still in court. And this government wants to say, well, Maduro's my friend. My friend? I'd have thought when the government of St. Lucia went down to Venezuela a couple of weeks ago, they actually would have gone by boat and brought food with them to help out the people in Venezuela. Venezuela is a disaster when it comes to its economy. It is a complete failed state. And then for leaders of CARICOM to say they're going to have a meeting, I agree with Sonny Ramphal. A meeting to discuss what? It's in court. All Venezuela has to be told is that you need to cease and desist what you're doing because it's disrupting and jeopardizing a zone of peace in our region. And it's undermining the rule of law. And all we want to know is that both sides are prepared to accept whatever the outcome of the courts are.
Yeah. Folks, Alan Chastanet, he big, but he got sense. He big, but he got sense. And that's the difference with some of the Caribbean leaders, you know. Some of them only big numerically. Only big numerically. But outside of that, no. Maduro is my friend. Well, friend must be gone to nothing now. Friend must be gone to nothing. We big. But we gotta get sense. We gotta get sense. Gotta get sense. We were all set to go before the National Assembly and to approve spending for the Ghana Defense Force. That is on the agenda for tomorrow. Was on the agenda for tomorrow. And it was on the order paper. Part of this $23 billion the government is coming for approval for tomorrow. They don't spend half of it. Part of this spending is for the Ghana Defense Force, and we would never deny our men and women in uniform the necessary funding they need. As a matter of fact, we wish we could do more. And not because only of this recent flare-up. We wish we could do more for our folks in uniform. Late this evening, we were made to understand that the National Assembly is not meeting tomorrow. And one of the reasons being proffered is that so many folks are flying out. Now, I don't want to tell you people flying to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I just know people flying out. Like I said, flew to Dubai the other day. There's a lot of people flying out, so the National Assembly is not sitting until next week. If it hits, we're ready. We're ready to approve funding for the Ghana Defense Force. Critical funding that is needed. We're ready, folks. You see? Because we are all we can depend on, you know. We are all we can depend on. Is Rowley we can depend on? Well, it's Mia Motley. We can depend on Alan Chastanet. We can depend on the opposition leader in Trinidad and Tobago, Kamala Percent. We say, sir, stop this foolishness, Maduro. You know who else I think we can depend on? I think we can depend on this young leader of the opposition too in Belize, Shyne Barrow, who also has spoken clearly, pellucidly to this issue of the Ghana-Venezuela border controversy and this silly, nonsensical referendum. Folks, take a look and take a listen. What this opposition leader in Belize said about this issue recently.
We totally support our CARICOM brother Guyana in their call for this matter to be resolved at the ICJ, for Venezuela to respect the territorial integrity of Guyana. We join with the CARICOM nations who I believe met an emergency meeting on Friday, December 8th, if I'm not mistaken, and reiterated their position that Venezuela respect the territorial integrity of Guyana. It is very disturbing, very troubling that Nicolas Maduro and the Venezuelan government have totally dismissed the procedures of the International Court of Justice, which they agreed to. For Belizeans who may not understand the history of Venezuela's claim to 2/3 of Guyana's land, in 1899, there was an arbitral award to Guyana that Guyana, and the two countries agreed that they would set up a commission And if they could not agree to the recommendations of the Commission, that they would then go to the Secretary General of the United Nations. If the UN SecGen did not offer a solution that they could both agree to, they would go to the International Court of Justice to resolve this matter. This is 1966 Geneva Agreement. President Maduro and his government called for a referendum that totally rejected the agreement that they entered in with Venezuela and Guyana in 1966, and said that the ICJ has no jurisdiction and they reject whatever the ICJ has to say. That is a terrible act that would only threaten peace and stability in the region. We totally support our CARICOM brother, Guyana.
Apologies, folks. Welcome back. Again, that was Shyne Barrow, the opposition leader in Belize, folks. In Belize. In Belize. And you go, folks, right next door by you. Right next door. You can't depend on. I never hear Ali called Shyne Barrow name. Moses Shyne Barrow. I never recall Alan Chastanet name. But it's happening with us. Mia. All the while, me feeling for the soft spot. Feeling for the soft spot. All the while, folks. Young Assembly in Ghana is not meeting tomorrow. Brazil. Senator Lula Inácio Lula da Silva is not going, the president of Brazil, but he is sending an envoy as an observer to the Maduro Ali No Agenda meeting. Folks, pray for this country. Pray. I ask of you. Pray for our country. So thankful. In spite of it all, you got countries standing by us. At least we know the opposition institution in Belize with us, folks. Please and thank you. You know who else we heard recently? We heard some folks in the UK. As far as the UK folks expressing solidarity. Do we have that? The Right Honorable Mr. Lamy? Do we have that? I heard a brief clip recently. A brief clip. So grateful. So grateful for all the support we can get. All the support that we can muster. So grateful for it.
Mr. Speaker, an aggressive threat to a smaller neighbour, an attack on recognised international borders, an illegitimate referendum stoking historical grievances. The Putin playbook is being copied in Caracas by Maduro. We must stand up to bullies and tyrants with imperial ambitions. As we maintain our steadfast commitment to Ukraine, can the Minister reaffirm the UK's unwavering support for Guyana's sovereignty?
Yes, I can, Mr. Speaker. And yesterday I attended a meeting convened by the Secretary-General of the Commonwealth, which put out a statement last night, which I very much hope will reassure him.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yep. I like that. You heard that, folks? There's no dilly-dallying there. There is no shilly-shallying there. Mumbo-jumbo. Straight to the point. We are there. That's what he would say. You heard David Lamy, who has Guyanese, put a question to the Foreign Secretary. The man was quick to his feet, as the Brits are, quick, and got on with it. He went wrong and wrong in circle like a big wheel. Like a big wheel, as my grandmother used to say, opening your mouth like a big pot. Man can, straight to the point. Aye, sir, sign us up. That's what he said. Sign me up.
Mr. Speaker, an aggressive threat to a smaller neighbour, an attack on recognised international borders, an illegitimate referendum stoking historical grievances. The Putin playbook is being copied in Caracas by Maduro. We must stand up to bullies and tyrants with imperial ambitions. As we maintain our steadfast commitment to Ukraine, can the Minister reaffirm the UK's unwavering support for Guyana's sovereignty?
Yes, I can, Mr. Speaker. And yesterday I attended a meeting convened by the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, which put out a statement last night, which I very much hope will reassure him.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yep. Love it, love it, love it. Sign me up for this work. Sign me up for the work. We come for work. Sign us up, folks. Sign us up. That's how you do it. Folks, quick to your foot. Quick to your feet. Lorraine and Eben, Michelle and Trevon. Some people is, oh, you know the ropes and bend kind. $1 for $1. Quick. Present. Michael Andrew Coates, Orin, present. Clyde Davis, thank you for your contribution. Folks, you all know when we live on YouTube in the comment section, there's a dollar sign at the bottom. If you click on that, it asks you to purchase a sticker, and some of that contribution comes to us. Also, live or not on Facebook, you can contribute to our program via the stars feature. And folks, we need your contribution. We need your contribution to keep going, and we're going to circulate a very, very secure link, folks, where we can accept debit and credit cards very securely, internationally secure, US secure. Folks, you can see it flitting by you in the comments. Feel free. We don't tell people how much to donate, but we want to keep this program going so that others keep getting valid and credible information, folks. Bringing you in from some of what we're following locally, folks. My God. You all know once we touch down here, once we touch down, once we come down, where we there? Y'all know. I ain't gonna tell you. I don't have to tell you. It is what it is, folks. It is. Show you how a lot of things start. We didn't often get a chance to show you how it's going. Look how this one going. Remember that shooting with involving the veteran journalist Travis Chase. Travis about 25. What kind of veteran journalist could Travis be? 25. You know, he was the target of that shooting 2 nights ago in the vicinity of Vlissingen and Durban, should they tell us. All right. The Guyana Press Association is calling for a thorough investigation. We want a thorough investigation into this situation here with these 5 pilots as well. You know the circumstances under which that aircraft went down. Guyana Press Association wants a thorough investigation surrounding this shooting act during this Travis Chase. That's how that's going, folks. That's how that is going. And for your information, election petition 88, I believe it is. They're set for a Monday ruling, as we told you this morning. The election fraud case involving a lot of folks, former GCOM staff, some political personalities. It's going to be, they're heading back to court next year in January. But election petition 88, the Court of Appeal is handing down a ruling on Monday. I like my blood pressure. When it happens, it happens. I'm sauntering towards my old age. Nobody pushing me. If I look old and haggled out and stressed out before my time. So when we get a report, folks. Don't even bother with it. Don't even bother with it. Whatever happens, we have to get to government through the ballot box. That's how we're going to do it. Through the ballot box. Not the way the PP did it. Padding it. Not that way. The right way. The democratic way. The acceptable way. So that election petition, a verdict is going to be handed down on Monday. A decision out of the Guyana Court of Appeal. So you're watching to that, folks. Of course, Fire Nation. Of course, folks. Fire Nation. Yep. I think we're on the quarantine. For this one, for the update, we are the quarantine. Not days go by in this country. Not a day. Not a day. A single mother and 3 children, they tell us fire destroy the quarantine home. Not a day. We got to study this like a phenomenon. We got to study it. This is madness. It's about 18 degrees in this country, and every day there's a fire. Every day a house goes up in flame. A business, a car, you name it. Some people said, oh, they got Jerry now. I don't know. How do we approach this, good folks? Now some of y'all got the wisdom for these issues. How do we approach this? Please and thank you. People say we go over here. I don't get over here bad name now. But our thoughts and prayers with this family. Thoughts and prayers with this family. So sad for them. Hope they get the help that they so rightly deserve. Please, folks, help them if you can. Signs of the times. Signs of the times. Guyanese mother and son stabbed to death in Trinidad and Tobago. Stabbed to death. Hollis Thomas and her son Noel. Hollis Paramore, Noel's stepdad, came home and the ghastly scene that greeted him, folks, several stab wounds about the body of Hollis and Hollis' young son, Noel. He had committed a sinny life. Reports indicate he was found in his bed, apparently was killed in his sleep. A single stab wound to the neck. They got evil in this world. Good folks. They got evil in this world. Just want to alert you to that. They got evil in this world. You know, as we were talking about some issues this morning on FYI, somebody made the observation. It's like a death announcement program. Signs of the times. We scrape for silver lining. We scrape a sliver of good news to share, to break the monotony. Violence against women and girls and boys. Carnage on our roads and our waterways. But it's a struggle to find a sliver. It's a struggle, our thoughts and prayers with them. Right? You can't do the time, don't do the crime. Look, story here now. Look, story here. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. Don't do it. Don't do it. We told you of this prison officer. Well, she on the other side of the line now. On the other side of the bar, Angelica Cameron. They tell us caught with ganja at the New Amsterdam prison. Allegedly for the purpose of trafficking. I keep telling you all. Them boys informed the eye. They say New Amsterdam prison, like elsewhere. The GDP would rival the national economy. The prison economy would rival the national economy. That is why them boys don't go home outside the prison, you know. When you're outside, it's like you're on vacation, you're visiting. And them boys do something quick to head him back. Because you can make more money inside than the outside. And that is how big the estimate of the prison economy. Right? You think things expensive in the interior? Try prison. A cigarette could cost you $3,000. I ain't talking about the pack. I ain't talking about the pack. Folks, so this prison officer has now found herself on the other side of the line. Angelica Cameron, on the other side of the bars. Why, Angelica? Why? Everything again is a hustle. You see? A prison officer should be paid well. And even if not, you take the work. Pride in the job. Pride. Well, you know how this went. We know how that went. We know that went. Folks, before we let you go, and we're fast approaching that time, before we let you go, let's bring you up to speed very quickly. Some of the other things we're following regionally, folks. Watch this. The World Health Organization is concerned, right, in what they found in some of the regions of the Americas. And we're right in that corridor there, Latin America and so on. Contaminated medical syrups. Contaminated medicinal syrups, rather. Contaminated. Might well pay attention to that. Do some research for yourself. No, lots of you got young kids and so on. Like me. Young kids and so on. Might want to watch that, folks. Trinidad going digital next door. They don't want to believe in the 1899 Arbitral Award, the 1966 Geneva Convention. They don't want to see that. They're going digital. And the National Development Bank, the Inter-American rather, Development Bank is going to be helping them in their digital transformation. This is something we got to go to. Something we got to embrace as a country as well. Folks, we got to embrace this too. Too many of us analog and the whole world gone digital and leave us. The whole world gone digital and leave us. I remember a year or 2 or 3 ago, I think it was, I touched down at JFK. You see me? I got my little US by the counter to pay for the bags. It was like, I thought like it's cocaine, I bring it to the airport. I thought like it's cocaine, I bring it to the airport. They said, we don't accept cash here, sir. I says, well, obvious this here now. Huh? I says, well, obvious this here now is how much this old body gonna fetch? Because she tell me she ain't receiving cash. I said, well, something got a gift today. Duncan, you got to take one for the team. How much this old body gonna fetch? Then the lady point me and give me a reprieve. She said, see that machine over there? You're going to push your money in there. And then give you back a car. I says, well, is this here now? It gets worse. I got push me money in the machine and then give him back a car. Where's this here? You see, never see company. It's trouble. Savage Tish. When the lady tell me she ain't accepting currency, but I say, I got to give me back. I got to do it check now. Your back was never against the wall like that. You say whatever it takes. Raquel Gentle. Listen, don't tell me your back was never against the wall like that. Whatever it takes. Call your price. Lady point me to a machine. She can get a car. I don't tell y'all got your own story, man. You got to go digital. Got to go digital, folks. I always tell this story. See me in Colombia. See me, I said, nice time. I go in Colombia. These stories I hear, but Cartagena. Colombia, I go, nice time. Nice time. Fancy hotel. Ever see this hotel? Ever see this hotel? You know, Tina Turner got a song, Never in My Wildest Dreams. That was me. Never in my wildest dreams. I think I'd be in Colombia. I want to go Caracas. Damn it. Colombia any day. Colombia fascinating. Gone by the front desk, check in. Never see, come for see. The lady gave me a card. I say, come here, getting credit card now. It's fancy. Fancy. I too shame for asking the hotel key, for the door key. Right? Gone upstairs now, do. I realize now you got to swipe. Obi advance in this world, you know. Obi advance in this world. Swipe. Ching. See what story is this here now? I wonder, but this thing I said if you could just swipe, like anybody could come in here. On me, see when I go in the room, I pack up all the suitcase behind the door. Pack up all the suitcase behind the door. You see, where you live in third world. The problem is, pack up all the suitcase. I said, you could just push this door and come in here like the easy. Right? But that wasn't it. I gone in there now. The room almost pitch dark, you know. Almost pitch dark. I feeling all them wall for the switch. It's talking about digital transformation. Can't find it. Can't find the switch. I stumble to the door, I stumble to the bedside. You know? I see the light on the phone. I see my name running across share down. I say, how this phone know I hear? How this phone know I hear? What kind of your phone is this? I vex now. I speaking in tongues, heavy. Robo-kote yende. How this phone know I hear? What kind of your phone is this? Right? Managed to call downstairs, me even of his front desk, the kitchen, you know, the coop I call in. I say, getting the lights on. We got to go digital, folks. We got to go digital. I say, getting the lights on. The lady says, sir, you go by the door, you see something looking like a little pocket, a little sleeve. You take the card they give you, no, be a card, you stick it in there. Shoot your farm. I say, shame, and tell. It took me 10 years to tell you all this story. I got by the door, I put the card in. Bloop, bloop, the light come on. I said, bind you, devil. I bind you, Satan. You put a little sleeve in. Bloop, bloop, all the lights come on. I say, what stories they say? Huh? There's a technological demon you got. Folks, we got to go digital. The short of the story is, that's why I ain't lash around them for this one. We got to go digital. We got to go digital. Too many people in this country getting robbed. Yeah, somebody get robbed 10 million. We doing all the cash on you. A little backyard. What do you well? You got in a place called ATM. I see the invent now. You push your card in and you get your money. You see? You get your money. Right? We got to go digital. We got the money to invest. And people that come and train me in this new kind of beer. We got to go digital. But look story here now. Look story here before we sign up. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, while Ralph having a big meeting, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is so closely linked to us. Here what the leader of the opposition tell the government, 2024 budget must not only be about projects. You can't eat road. It must be about people. This sound familiar? The 2024 budget can't just be about projects. We can't eat roads. But the budget must be about the people. But folks, hold on. Look at this other CARICOM country now, last week. Look how the backswing we face. Look how the backswing we face. This is St. Kitts and Nevis. 8% increase. Oh. Them people got, I don't know if they got 60,000 square miles. Right? I know if they got 10,000 square miles. 8% for public servants and pensioners. Take down your chest. They ain't got iron, they ain't got bauxite, they ain't got gold, they ain't got timber, they ain't got sugar. They ain't got gas. We got manganese. We got gold. We got nickel. We got vibranium. We get 6.5. If God don't judge we in this country, if God don't judge us here, you apologize to Solomon Barrow. 6.5. Little St. Kitts and Nevis. 8% in your chest. 8%. How is your citizenship there, folks? Anybody know? Anybody know? Beautiful island. Beautiful island, folks. I was in St. Kitts and Nevis a couple of months ago. You see where I went to a place called Tabor. Joe! Good to see you, Joe. You and your wife. Thank you for that hospitality. I still remember it. A place called Tabernacle is the name of it. Folks, you think God resided. I understand why they call it Tabernacle. I've never seen such beauty in all my life. Except my wife, of course. Except my wife. You know, she's just getting married. Yeah. The male messenger. Big wedding coming up next year. All y'all invited in Barbisa, waiting for the details, the where and the when and so on. Big wedding, cow killing, goat, duck, everybody. Big session. All invited, and keep you all posted. If you see that place, beautiful. 8% in the chest. 8% to wash along with all the beauty. 8%. 8. Quickly, folks, wrap it up. Quickly. Let's be third finally. As old preacher, you know. Around the world, folks. Bring it in quick. Trump Trump election case on pause because there's big dispute whether Trump has presidential immunity. Next, moving on quickly. Hunter Biden defiant. Them boys want to impeach Hunter. President Biden's son. He involved in a whole set of shady story. Whole set of shady. But it's a presumption of innocence, just like Trumpers. Trumpians. Presumption of innocence until proven otherwise. And folks, there's been an election, another shattering election, folks, in Poland after 8 years, to tell us, of conservative rule. You got some new folks changing in the guard. Donald Tusk becomes prime minister in Poland after 8 years. Folks, that's something change we want to see on this side, folks. And finally, the big Oprah reveal. Oprah says she's been on some weight loss drug to maintain the weight. I just wanted the name. I said, Oprah, we'll move together with things tight. Because only Earphone and Oprah shedding weight like this. I said, things tight. I just wanted the name of it because I struggle with a few extra pounds myself. But let me go digital. We gotta go digital. Struggling. Folks, I was so ashamed. Let me tell you all this. Final thing. Final story before you all partner with us. Come on, folks. Come on. You all come, you get an old belly full of laugh. You're gone. You didn't have a tip the waiter. That's wickedness. When I was going to Mabaruma last week, right? Everything now, a little domestic flight now is like Liat and Caribbean Airlines. Everything you got to pay for. I step on the scale. I so embarrassed. In my mind, I'm 180. In my mind, folks, I step on that scale. Guess how much the scale telling me? Right? Guess how the scale? I reject the scale, like how we reject this referendum. Denounce it. Right? Denounce it. I got the scale before the ICJ right now. Denounce it. Denounce. Raquel General said 232. Raquel. Lioness. Bird said 200. You're hot. You gotta go on the thing now. We want fire. You're hot. The 200 is hot. Jason James. Jesus have mercy. I am so embarrassed. I go in a little car and I call my wife. I said, Babs, I named the scale PPP. Damn liar. I want a forensic audit. Ramilian, you're close. Sporily, you're close. Like you have people the scale, like you went to the same flight. Sporily. Huh? For the Algo said 250. Stop it. Folks, we're losing some of our graphics and so on. You know what is wrap up time? 250. 222, folks. Jesus have mercy. Oprah tell me what's the pill. Gotta bite the bullet. Gotta bite the pill. 222 in my mind, I'm 180. I said, devil is a liar. I see why some people bashing me and say Mosley. Respect and manners, big uncle. Big Uncle Gordon, respect and manners. Folks, that's going to do it for us. 222. That's a big number tonight. But no, I park more bad now. I walk in more far now. Eating less. All right. I made the last part fully yet. Fully. I made the last part fully. But that's going to do it for us this evening, folks. That's our time. That's our program. Share the live. Smash that emoji button and partner with us as well. Here's how you can do so.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $InTheRing592, Zelle and PayPal InTheRing592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
That's right.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting...
Folks, you know something, Albert? If you got your own self-esteem intact in this country, some of all these problems, Julian Mars says, well, before I get to Julian Mars, Denise Mitchell said 260. Lennox Anderson said 240. Julian Mars, listen to Julian Mars. Julian, you know, Julian said 324. 324. Thank you, Julian. That's all I need. Thank you, Julian. If you all don't see me tomorrow, it's Julian's fault. It's Julian's fault. Thanks for joining our broadcast, folks. That's our time, and that's our program. Stay safe. Look what is happening now. That's our time, that's our program.